What up, y'all's weeds? What it do? Welcome back to the Wheat Field, y'all. Welcome to you. If you are new, hey, welcome to you too. This your girl Lati here at Tears and Wheat to Roll Show, where you show enough never know what you're gonna get. I love you guys. Thank you so much for tapping in. I appreciate each and every one of you. Great day to you. Today is a great day to have a great day. 3/18/2026 when we leaving this message. It's timeless. Whenever you get it, it's good for now, beloved. The tares and the wheat. And it's something about understanding the difference. Understanding the difference. The difference. It is what it is, beloved. That's what the Spirit said. I'm getting a message on acceptance. Acceptance. It is what it is. We have been meditating all rising. Woke up in deep meditation, went right into meditation. Speaking and commanding the vessel to heal, to relax. Hey, sister. Thank you so much for tapping in. I appreciate you. I do. I feel like we might have, yeah, it's whatever. Oh, hey, Miss Monica. We was looking like, oh, we lost some subscribers. We lost a subscriber. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Um, you're gonna lose some. You're gonna gain some. People come and they go. That's just the way that it goes, right? Cannot complain. Hello, Marianne. Thank you so much. I appreciate you for tapping in. Alpha and Omega. Great day, March. I appreciate you. Hey, Melissa. Thank y'all so much for tapping in. General collective reading. We getting it is what it is. We getting a message on acceptance. Acceptance today. Right, I was talking to a beloved of mine that I have known for a very long time, 30 plus years. And we were having a conversation, and I was just expressing that it is, oh my goodness, thank you so much. I appreciate that. That is so beautiful. Thank you. That's the charter, moving pain and purpose. Like, how do we become better? How do we grow? That's amazing. Thank you so much. It looks like, I want to say the name No Kuthula is what I see. Hopefully I pronounced it right. Thank you, beloved. They say, hey, ever since I joined the group, I became a better person. I appreciate you. That just made me emotional. I'm trying not to cry. It's already been a day where, just expressing a lot of things like changes in life, cycles closing, new beginnings coming. Yeah, as you guys know, we are definitely moving through endings and changings and changes, right? And changing as life is changing. And it could be difficult to navigate, those waters and feel the support and the love. And I appreciate each and every one of you. I do. Like, the love is felt. Your messages of support are greatly received. And I appreciate each and every one of you. I pray unto the Most High God that it receives your energy and that it magnifies it and it returns back onto you a million, bazillion, fulfillion fold. Beloved, thank you. Yes, that's what the wheat feel is all about. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much. Thank you. We have an array of cards set up for today. I don't know how many we're actually going to get through. But we were getting a message. We definitely felt affirmation, right? We got feeling acceptance, right? Because it is what it is. And things in the past, you cannot change them. What the Spirit is doing with us and through us is a part of the process. So a part of the meditation, we were commanding the body to relax. It started with the fact that we felt like a little Charlie horse in our foot, like we could feel the tension in our right foot. And we were speaking to the body, commanding it to relax, speaking to it specifically. I command right foot to relax. I command the right foot to relax. And then we said it like 3 times. And then we said the right foot responds to the command. Right? So that was an extra layer that the Most High God put in our mindset to state, right? We can command based on our own authority. Like you have authority over the body. You can command it to relax. You can command it to heal. You can call your reality. And then they told us to state and say that it is responding to the command, right? So you know how you speak to somebody and then you telling them like what to do. You talking to a puppy or a kid. You know what I'm saying? And you telling them, stop it. I'm telling you to stop. Listen, right? You stop. But then they're not listening. So we were stating that the left foot responds to the command, right? It adheres to the command. And so as we were saying that, we could feel the muscles in our foot relax. And we went through the whole body and we said the same thing, and we kept commanding the body to relax, to heal. We spoke to every system in the body. We first started with the nervous system, and then we went to the metabolic system, and then we started talking to the lymphatic system. And then it just hit our head to command all systems. And we were saying, you know, all systems respond to the command, right? All systems respond. And as we were saying that, we started to visualize and even pulling ourselves back, like out of just the body, but like a little pixel on Earth or in Gaia itself, and we could pull all the way out, and we felt like we were floating in the cosmos and looking down on Gaia and speaking to all of the systems to come into balance, to come into homeostasis, and all systems respond, right? So we were kind of thinking about that, and we was like, wow, I wonder what it would do in terms of frequency if you had enough people commanding the systems of Gaia to return to balance, to return to homeostasis, to return to peace, to its optimal functionality. So that, you know, really did something for us, and we spent time in music and shaking the body, getting a little groove on, some dancing, you know, working the root, dancing out all the energy and bringing in the good vibes. And then we had that great conversation with the beloved, and we were talking about acceptance and cycles and changing of relationships and boundaries. And it brought in, again, and reinforced that message of acceptance. Like, it is what it is. So let's bring in the message. Thank you guys so much. Bring in some good energy. What we are ordering is up, it's coming in. Thank you to the Alpha and Omega who brings a message, because y'all know it's not your girl. It could start slow, like that old school Crisco, right? It is the process of getting it out the pan and out the can and into the pan, out the pan and putting it back into the can, because maybe somebody cooked with the grease and you had to put it back into the pan so that you could reuse and recycle wheat. I'm getting that. Did anybody parent used to do that? My mama used to do that. You know, she had a little filter on the thing. Even hers, I don't even think she had a filter on it. We do. She just poured the shit in the damn can and it was ready for reuse. It was mixed with fucking bacon grease and all that shit. It's a can of bacon grease mixed with some chicken grease and all. The only one she kept separate was the fish grease, because it had, you know, it's got a different flavor to it. So that was weird. I think that's maybe why her chicken tastes so good, because it was mixed with Crisco and bacon grease. So I'm getting that. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you need to filter that. So get the particles out the grease. But either way, we gonna get you cooking, Ashe. Is it in here? Yes, this one. All right, Spirit Guides. We had this come up yesterday, the number 18, Spirit Guides, Guidance, Teacher, Communication, and Connections, right? So somebody, communication, you may be guided to communicate. People could look at you as a teacher, right? A help to them. And I thank you guys so much for those who are saying that you have been helped by being in the wheat field. I appreciate you. We see casting reality spells. See victim or winner, main character. Anything else in here you want to look at it? Yes. Okay, see, manifesting, heart's desires, magnetic attraction, wishes granted. And we definitely have been feeling the energy of the Nine of Cups, somebody's wish being granted. And the way that we were just saying, like how to command the systems, casting reality spells over Gaia, all systems coming into alignment, all systems returning to balance, all systems returning to homeostasis, to peace, to calm, and stating that command and requiring the systems to respond to the command based on the authority that has been granted to you. And now this is funny because look, both of these decks have clarity on it. So that is by design, because that's how the spirit pulled the cards out. They were like that on the show. So let's see. Let me trust my deepest instincts in all ways, especially when matters are unclear. May my own holy intuition guide the way. And that's what this card says. Spirit guide, guidance. Allow your intuition to guide the way. And somebody could have gone through a lot of hardships. That was a part of our communication today. Talking about the hardships and feeling unsupported in the physicality, but you have spiritual support. But sometimes the physical connection is just as important, you know what I'm saying? Like to have community, sisterhood, or just those close relationships where you can fall back on somebody. And what does life look like when you don't feel that you have that, right? It really can make you feel a kind of way. And we were telling her that it's good because we have such a relationship with the spirit, and it's been bringing in community. We actually spoke about all of you and the people that we have developed close relationship with. That's really been a support to us as we navigate these cycles, the closures and the new beginnings. Yeah, self-love is coming through. Casting beautiful spells and showing yourself self-love. Commanding the body, commanding your life to come back into balance, and requiring those commands to be heard and the universe to respond to them, to bring in your wish fulfillment so that they may be granted. Your heart's desires, yeah, you are attracting them. Yeah. Show me how to love myself. Show me how to take care of the inner child. Show me how to be kind within. When you step into self-forgiveness, so much can change on the outside. So if you have anything that you feel like, you need to forget, you may not even know. Clarity. You may not even know that there's areas where you need to issue self-forgiveness. Have there been times where you have prioritized other people or other things where maybe your boundaries weren't necessarily self-protective, where you may have given way too much to other people and left yourself open? Those are things that we need to forgive ourselves for. So I noticed that a lot of hurt that I went through was because my boundaries weren't in place. I was not prioritizing myself, my own well-being, and I had to come to terms with those things and take responsibility. And now that I am responsible, I recognize my ability to respond, like we command the universe to respond, we command the body to respond, right? We command ourselves to respond to every situation, and it is given with grace. So give yourself forgiveness and give yourself grace. Creativity is coming through. Look at this. I honor my passions. Change me, divine beloved, into one who honors my deepest creative passions and needs. Help me value the talents you have given, both known and unknown. I'm hearing that somebody is getting ready to receive. Yes, forgiveness is key. Thank you so much. I feel like somebody is getting ready to receive knowledge of a talent, something that you may not have recognized or have known that you have, something that is going to help you manifest your heart's desire. It could be the fact that, you have a crazy, insane ability to magnetize yourself to attract the things that you want. And with that, I'm getting with great power comes great responsibility, right? Be mindful of your mindset and what it is that you are attracting to yourself. What is in your heart, right? Because if you are holding any negative emotions, then that energy you are emitting, you will attract that back into yourself. So if the spirit is calling you to work through any inner child issues, if they're calling you to work through self forgiveness, then operate in that energy, work through that shadow energy so that what you pull in could be for your health, wellness, and vitality. Anything else? No. Let's get the next deck. Thank you so much. I appreciate y'all. I hope y'all are having a great and wonderful day. I hope that you are in good spirits, that you feel well. I hope this message helps you in some sort of way. Limitless. You are limitless. And look at all the butterflies for transformation. We are transforming, and transformation is not easy. It's requiring us to let go of the past of who we were and accept things for what it is. See yourself open to receive in the most miraculous ways, being magnetic, manifesting your heart's desires, right? Just be mindful of what your heart is desiring and why is it desiring it. Remember to get to your why. It will sustain you when your willpower is waning, beloved. The divine can use anything and anyone. The divine can use anything and anyone. And heavy on the anything. Shit, heavy on the anyone. We were talking about some karmics, energetic vampires, people who seek to do us harm. All of the imbalance that's on Gaia right now, all of the systems that are out of whack and out of control, right? The systems that are here to keep control, to hoard power. Like the Most High can use all of it, right? It is using it to raise up guides and teachers to bring forth positive communication, to foster connection, to remind us all of who we are. We are whole, we are complete, there's nothing broken and there's nothing missing. You are incredibly gifted and look, it's giving gifted and talented. You are a creator. And those things that we go through change us to realize what it is that we can do. The Most High God uses it. Anything else in this deck? This one? Yeah, grounded. Just stay grounded. Look at the butterflies coming through again. Heavy on the transformation. Heavy on the transformation. And what's so funny is that we just ordered butterflies yesterday. There's a picture that we just got to go in the new guest room because we're decorating the guest room, right? But it's like it's blue and gold and it has gold butterflies on it. So we were feeling like that energy of transformation. Life is changing. Who we used to be and how we used to operate is so different. Even as a parent, when your children go off to higher level education and they're in college and they're moving into adulthood, your relations with them morph and change. How you needed to support them as a toddler, an infant, to, young children, elementary, middle school, high school, now it's different. They need you in a different capacity. And the ability to morph and change with the cycles of life is the whole thing. We have to accept it. It is what it is. Anything else in here? This one? Yeah, loss. Dealing with loss. When relationships change, you lose what used to be. But you open your hands up to receive what is. And you are given a new opportunity to hope on what can be, right? And as we put hope in our heart over what can be, then we magnetize those things, those possibilities, those potentialities into ourselves. Many of the most evolved beings on earth are regular folks living with joy, dignity, and courage. And this is definitely about evolution, understanding your higher self, being who you are now, and the hope and potentiality of who you can and who you will be. Your higher you. And sometimes you learn true offering through loss. You make a passionate invitation for love to take over and bring her own plan instead of the ego's. Yeah, it's releasing who you used to be. No longer in the ego energy, you are stepping towards your north node, to your higher being. Yeah, and it's definitely this creativity card. Both speak to passion. A lot of times through the loss, you understand your passion, right? In order to follow your passion, you have to let things go, right? It's a sacrifice that's always made, especially when you are stepping into the era of self love, right? Some people may feel like, you are doing them a dishonor because you cannot be for them who you used to be. The boundaries have changed. You have prioritized self, and that will definitely cause a change in your relationships, especially if they were a little bit vampiric, okay? This one, this one. We picked up the wrong deck, so we got to put that down. We thought we was going in order. Spirit said no, 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 no. It's a little bit out of order. Even when you think you know which way they finna go, it's not that, yo. So, thank y'all so much for tapping in. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Hello, Darla. Hello. Thank you. Hey, Michelle B. Thank you so much for tapping in. Look, in Temperance Earth Angel Energy, you have found that you are limitless and you have the ability to call for balance. Now, who was here when we started saying that? That was the meditation. Calling all systems into balance, back to homeostasis, into activation and optimal functionality. That's exactly the sentiment. That's exactly it. Temperance Earth Angel energy. And it's something about the hands, of course, right? Usually Temperance Angel has a cup, but this energy is flowing from hand to hand. And they actually had us do the thing where we put our hands together and we rubbed them to get that kinetic energy. And we had it come down over our face and feel where the spirit wanted to put them at. And it was giving here. And I'm feeling higher heart, throat chakra energy. And it's definitely about speaking out your heart's desires. And it's that higher heart energy that I'm feeling. I'm feeling those other chakras related to the throat chakra. It's giving your God voice. I'm trying to remember the name of the chakra right now and it's eluding me, but it's like, yeah, it's called the God box, the God voice right here. And when you speak from the higher heart chakra in your God chakra, the God voice chakra right here. And it's something about activating and aligning these chakras and really going deeper, right, within self. So what you're speaking out is coming from that higher heart space. It's coming that was associated with your highest self, the vision, right? And it's something that I'm seeing. I don't know why I keep getting energy on the right side of my body. So I don't know if somebody is having some sort of ailment on the right side of your body, and maybe, you need to speak to the body and command it to heal, right? It's something with that. I'm also picking up the vibe of right side of the body is controlled by your left brain. So it could be something on the left side that's actually affecting the right side. It's giving the balance, right? And if you look, it's kind of giving that swirl, right? How one side is flowing to the other side. I don't know if y'all can see that, but that's what I'm picking up. Yeah, spilling the beans, telling secrets, and a karmic female. So you definitely could have somebody in your energy, right? And something else that you got to balance out. Self-love may say that you need to, I don't know, stay away, put up a boundary, put up a gate. Like you may be deciding that you won't deal with certain types of energies anymore. It's giving vampire, though. Yeah. And look, childhood trauma coming through. And they mentioned that in terms of self-love. Show me how to love myself. Show me how to take care of the inner child, right? So if there are some things that's relative to childhood trauma, right, then it's a good time to work through those issues. It's giving Spring coming, happy almost spring according to the calendar. Even though the earthworm moon already told us spring was here, the calendar is getting ready to tell us that spring is here. So it's definitely given like the ability to spring forth, to transform, to blossom new. Look, talking about being born new. Look, I don't know what that shit is about. Having a baby to save a relationship. Not a good thing. Not a good thing. And I know some people, have gone through that. Not even if it wasn't intentional or you did not know that's what you were attempting to do or that's what happened, but it happens quite often. So somebody may have had a baby with a karmic, and it was with the intention to hold on to a relationship. We definitely see haters and opposition coming through. Temperance angel, calling balance in your life. You definitely will have haters. You will have opposition, but the Most High God uses them too. Everything is up for use. We see collapsing without your energy, and we see somebody in soul recovery. Soul recovery is given that healing process. Recovering yourself, the source of us living, returning to vitality, going through the process of accepting it is what it is. Yeah, okay. Some things you don't even need to speak on. We just not. Yeah, doing the self-work, healing self. Isn't that what we just said? Doing the self-work, healing self. I don't know if somebody is going to therapy or if you just are, in a therapeutic stage, working with your higher self, working with the spirit. I know we took the opportunity to go to therapy, right? And that's not to say that we could not return. I think, it could be a space for us to go back and speak to someone like a disinterested third party, somebody that's outside, right? So that we can heal through some things or just have a different perspective, a way of viewing it. And we ask the Most High God to guide us to the right professional to help us do that. Big boss energy coming through. So I'm hearing this individual, this masculine, had a baby with a karmic. I'm feeling like the karmic got pregnant or they ended up having a baby to save the relationship with this person. This person is somebody that has emotions for you. So this individual, getting a masculine, had a baby with a karmic, and they have their eyes on you. That's what it's given. And you are a person that has faced a lot of haters, a lot of opposition, but the Most High God has used all of those situations to grow you, to expand you, even help you realize maybe some childhood trauma, some things that you were going through so that you can heal that too. You may even be a person that helps lead people as a guide, a connection, a spiritual teacher to help people move through their own childhood trauma into soul recovery. Yeah, we see broken beyond repair. Somebody is definitely given like needing to put the pieces back together. And this was given like, they say beyond repair. Like you always, cause some things you just, it's not, that shit have to be broken down to the dust. Well, I was about to say pulverized, right? Look at this person that they dealing with, right? They like, shit. They've taken all my pieces and pulverized this shit to dust. And here you are attracting the fruits of the spirit. Right? That is what you are trying to magnetize. Unlimited, limitless access to the fruits of the spirit. Yeah, depart from me, you know me not. Matthew 7:21 through 23. It's definitely given like somebody is not feeling the love of the Most High God. They not. They feeling like the Most High God has put them away, has shut them out. They feel very disconnected from their spirit. They are tied up with this karmic. Yeah, karmic feminine. It's definitely that. And It's something about that as well with this karmic feminine. I don't know if this karmic feminine has some sort of distorted religious extremist mindset, right? But it is something in relationship to her belief system. Jezebel energy or entity is coming through in the road less traveled. So while somebody is tied up with the Jezebel spirit, you are taking the road less traveled. That's the temperance angel. See, somebody sold their soul to the devil. That's what it's given. Yeah. And they are in karmic debt, unfortunately. So I don't know what this mindset is, but somebody is definitely tied up in something and they feel very separated from the Most High God, which is not true. The Most High God is with you. It's inside of you, right? You are it. You are a pixel, a piece of it. You could never be separate. Yeah, value your uniqueness and accept loving support. And we talked about acceptance, right? Accept loving support. So let yourself be held. Somebody may be coming into the energy, of allowing yourself to have loving, supportive relationships. Value your uniqueness is given temperance angel and enhance your intimate relationships. Loving, supportive, intimate relationships. Right? It is not, breadcrumb energy, not attaching to vampires, not attaching to people who are, is given hell bent on not understanding or misunderstanding. It is, I'm almost seeing the word humble, and y'all know how we feel about that. We humbled onto the Most High God itself, right? But it is a thing about being able to see yourself in other people, to be relatable. Not everything being wrapped up in ego, right? Being wrapped up in the ego. It's like if you are an egocentric type of person, the way my boundaries set up right now is like I just can't do it. I am so full of gratitude of the ability to get through to the point that we are at, despite all of the struggles, despite all of the challenges. And I'm grateful for those who are with me. I'm grateful for the building of community. Which one, beloved? This one. Yeah, explore the hidden you. So the Most High God is putting you in a space where you are going to be exploring new and different parts of you. It's definitely going deeper. It's the road less traveled. A lot of people say surface level, right? And that's why we are talking about boundaries, right? Get out toxic, right? That's why we're talking about boundaries and that self-love that says we will not be in relationships with people who breadcrumb you. If they are not supportive, if they are not honest, if they're not bringing clarity, right? If they are not truthful, if they don't have integrity, if they don't have consistency, you know what I mean? Then you set limits with those people. And self-love says, if I find that you are a person that would be harmful to me, then I automatically put up a boundary. I will block you. I will discontinue. I will disengage. And it is no going back, no second chances, Ashe. Because I found that when I gave second chances or benefits for doubts, then I'm the one that got left out. So no. We learned that shit. Release inner tension. Releasing inner tension, 21, the world card. Moving into fluidity. And a part of this card is like what we were praying at the start of the day in meditation. Releasing tension. And we started saying that, right? It was some tension on the right side of the body. And we caught wind of just now, look, transforming your relationships. And the other one is think before you speak. Be exact in your language in which you're communicating. Right? The number 10. Sometimes it could be a thing, right? 3. I'm seeing 3 of Pentacles, collaboration. I'm seeing 3 of Swords, heartache. things that have hurt, speaking on those issues. Seven is giving what you're investing your time in. Seven of Swords, speaking with strategy to be very clear and exact in your language. The ability to transform your relationships. Again, breaking down to the number three. They just wanted to be incessant, moving on and moving up. You know, sometimes it's time for you to move on from things so that you can continue to elevate. Release the things that are causing you tension in your life, beloved. It is what it is. And today is a great day to have a great day. Be intentional on making it a great day. And we started with telling the body and commanding it to respond to our authority, our control, which is already endowed and given on to us, right? It's given the universal self, right? The unlimited self, us. Right, we have the ability to take control and command the vessel. We command it to heal. We command it to release tension. We command it to come into balance. We come into activation. Right, we commanded it to remember its original self. All of those confirmations. Messages are coming through. Heavy messages. Which one would you like, beloved? Let's get it. Thank you guys so much for tapping into the message. I appreciate you. For everybody that's leaving your energy, I appreciate you too. For however long you could stay, I appreciate you, Ashe. Cycles. What did we say? Closing out cycles. This is a time to close out cycles. The wind blows, the wheel turns. It's giving the wheel is turning. And as the wheel is turning, I'm getting like I'm seeing like a centrifuge. Like really, really fast, and it causes things to separate. It's something about separation. Like I'm getting centrifuge. I'm seeing like a scientist or something, right? But it's given, like we started with the tares and the wheat. Are we freezing? Oh, maybe it was because we stopped for a second. But it's like we go through cycles just like nature because we are part of nature. And we spoke about we're getting ready to welcome in spring, or spring is already here as of the earthworm moon, right? The ground is softening up. Even though it'll surprise us and throw some snow at us because we just got some yesterday, like what the shit. But we know we in Michigan. It could do that. It could snow all the way until fucking April if it wanted to, right? But it's given... Yeah. Hey from Texas. Thank you so much for tapping in. Right? It's given like the wheels of change is turning. And it's very, very fast. And it's given like, I'm seeing amusement rise. I'm seeing again that centrifuge. I'm seeing shit being separated. I'm seeing the tares from the wheat. I'm feeling people realizing what it is and moving into the energy of acceptance. Yeah, reflection. It's time to reflect. It's a time to look back and to think. Time to focus, to balance. We were focusing on commanding the body to come into alignment, to heal, to relax, to accept peace. Right? To calm everything down is what we were getting. Focusing on that, commanding it to respond, to come into balance, and guide yourself past stumbling blocks to take the right action. And we have the card down here for communication, for guidance, right? This one? Yeah, stuck. Who has felt stuck? Who has felt stuck? Like the wheel was stuck and you were trying to force it to move. And sometimes it's not the physical force that's required. Some things you can't even put any force on because it's not anything that you can physically do. But you can work within the self. You can work on your mental. Understanding that, we are a part of nature. Nature has cycles. You can't force the grass to grow before it's time to grow. It's winter time. It's just now coming into its growing cycle. So why would I be standing out there and trying to pull a grass? I'll be snatching it up out the damn ground, trying to force it to grow. Before it's time, some things take time. It's a cycle. Yeah, patience. I can't make this shit up. Right? Patience. Sometimes you just have to be patient and allow things to happen in its timing. And when you reflect and you look back, you will see, okay, maybe I was working out of cycle. Maybe it wasn't time for that. And how to get yourself into alignment, not only with the cycles of nature, but also the grand cycle. Where is Gaia at in the cosmos? What cycle is she sitting in? Precession of the equinox. What cycle is the cosmos, the universe in? Everything has cycles, right? And we have to trust, the ability to trust. And we picked up the energy of the why. When your willpower starts to fade, remembering the why is what will get you through, Ashe. And communication is here. We see cooperation coming through, cooperating with the cycles, the ability to let go, right? Let go of the ego. It's not going to happen simply on your time. That's not what it is. Everything is a cycle. Both of these. Okay, let's see what we got. Let's get it. Yeah, pitch and enchantment. So we see be clear and concise and professional as you can when you explain your ideas to potential associates. This is definitely about clear communication. And we pulled a card that said that. Think before you speak. Be exact. They call that already 37, right? 37 breaks down to 10. This is the number 5. So you might need to be double clear. You need to stop before and think before you speak. We still got Mercury retrograde in play, and then we'll be in a post shadow energy. So communication is key. It is. Enchantment. It says we are enchanted when music sing the art of spirit into us. So it's definitely something about the vocal communication, whether it's a sing song, whether you are speaking. For somebody, you could speak in song like language. The spirit speaks to us in song. Our clear audience comes in through song. Did anybody see that? We last night, just got to pivot for a second. Last night's live, I mean, it was thick, it was heavy, and we kept getting the energy of Alicia Keys. That the word bliss kept coming through. We were like, she got a song. It's called something bliss or bliss something. So we ended up looking it up on last night's live. The name of the song is Illusion of Bliss. We changed the thumbnail. I don't know if it worked or not. YouTube is funny with the size of the picture or whatever. Y'all get what I'm trying to say. But to put a part of the freaking lyric to that song, when I tell you it was exactly what that freaking reading was, I was floored. Like, wow. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I love hats. Love hats. We always got to keep the crown covered up. People be playing around in magic and shit. Playing on your top. Keep your top covered up, beloved. Go deep. Spirit is definitely telling us to go deep right now. Oh, hey, from Chicago. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Hey, Lisa. And I love that because me and my sisters that are here in the chat, Michelle from Life Mantra Tarot and Veronica Gray from I Is Inspired Tarot, we talking about doing a forum in Chicago. We are manifesting a trip to Chicago. Love the city. Can't wait to go back and see more of it. Hey, from Alabama, thank you so much for tapping in. I appreciate y'all so much, Mr. K. Okay, Ashe. Right? Obstacles. We are removing obstacles and be patient. The spirit is removing them, but they are also using them. Limitless. The Most High God could use any and everything. Everything does it use. Everything is up for use. Okay? Nothing is wasted. Just period. So, whatever this is that's going on, the cycles that are closing out, everything that you have gone through, every obstacle will be something for you to use. It is useful. Pain to purpose. For everything works towards the good, Ashe, beloved. So allow the Most High God to work this thing out. Yeah, everything in timing. See, patience is timing to everything. And we're getting wounds being healed. Deal with the wounds. Deal with the wounds. Withheld support from the past can cause low self-esteem that cripples action. 41 is a 5. That's somebody's challenge. And we see generosity and wish granted. And time is a factor. Again, timing and time. All things in time. It's given divine timing is at play for somebody, Ashe. Right? So we talked about this right here. Look at these two cards. I'm going to just move them back into the camera, right? Look at this. Unlimited access to the fruits of the spirit. Hello. And we see manifesting. What does that say? Heart's desires, magnetic attraction, wishes granted. And they literally just showed you that. Generous. Right? It's time to reflect and to deal with the wounds of withheld past support. And that was a part of what we were saying. That was a part of our conversation that we had with the beloved. You know, we was joking with her, but it's serious. Sometimes we don't understand what we signed up for when we come back on this journey. We are recycled souls. We done been here before. For a lot of us, you not a new soul. You an old soul, and you done been here a time or two. Something about the details you need to attend to. The devil is in the details. Hello. Hello. We ain't gonna get into it. We ain't gonna talk about it. We ain't gonna talk about it. But it's definitely pay attention to the details. This card is sticking out. Go deeper. Expressing the deeper meanings in life while staying attuned to the childlike wonder is at the heart of all great art. And that's just, not just art itself, but it's like your life being art. It's a canvas that you are painting on. You are creating your reality. And life often imitates art, or does art imitate life? That's the paradigm, right? But it's a thing about this inner child healing that we have down here. And how do you maintain childlike wonder if your childhood is still a factor? If you did not have the support, if you went through life with boundaries that were misplaced and left you pouring into people, being very generous, and you were getting breadcrumb back. It is a time for us to reflect and to change that. We are responsible. We are able to respond to our environment. We are powerful. So if you believe in your abilities to create magic as a magic maker, as a magician, you can manifest your wishes. And that's what that card said, manifesting. You can manifest it. Your heart's desires, you become magnetic. And your wish will be granted. Anything else in here, Spirit saying no? Cooperation. Cooperation is giving commanding cooperation. Commanding. I command the body to respond. It hears and it knows my authority to call every system into alignment, into activation, to heal, to restore itself to its original blueprint. It is not my nature to allow myself to be hurt or to harm, because first law of nature is self-preservation. It is self-love. It is self-care. And it is not selfish to care for yourself, beloved. What would you like? This one. And then this is going to be it. Thank y'all so much for tapping in. I appreciate each and every one of you. I appreciate all of your energy. I appreciate your generosity. Thank you so much. See, restore yourself. And it could be with alone time. It's definitely giving meditation, right? You see the little person up in there. Maybe need some sunlight, which is why we are so glad that the sunny days are returning. Hey, Tracy. It looked like it's Tracine, maybe. Thank you so much for tapping in. Thank you so much. Yeah, stop sensory overload. Somebody may need to pull back and allow your system to come down. It's getting very much overstimulated. Everything in the plane right now is moving so fast. We were getting that centrifuge energy, like almost spinning out of control, where everything is separating and segmenting. Some separation is always good, right? But it's a thing about spinning so fast where everything feels out of control. It feels overwhelming. It feels difficult for you to get your hands wrapped around it. And sometimes you need to pull back into self, calm down so that you can focus. Yeah, nourish the body is coming through. Nourish the body, and we see practice self-soothing. How can you soothe yourself? How can you soothe the system? Bring yourself into comfort. And there's something about her putting her hand over that heart space. We were kind of getting that energy of generating that kinetic force, the healing energy out of ourselves. And the spirit put it right over our space. They actually put it up here for us. It was giving higher heart and throat energy. But wherever the spirit places your hands, it's something about that space that may need to be healed. For somebody, it could be lower heart, it could be your solar plexus, that willpower coming through. For somebody, it could be the crown chakra, really understanding and knowing the why, like getting it. It could be your root, like feeling disconnected from yourself, from a sense of security and safety. And that could have been something that's coming from childhood wounds. The ability to comfort yourself. You have the power to comfort yourself when you are upset. Place your hand gently over your heart and send yourself unconditional love to, again, ease the tension and frustration. And that was a part of the thing. Easing the tension, bringing it down. Stopping the sensory overload. Systems and senses overloaded, not only with data from the past, experiences from the past, what's going on in the present, hopes and desires and fears and insecurity over the future. It's given like so much. It's so important to be able to ground yourself in the now, in the eternal now, the presence of the eternal now, for it is always now. If you really want to know what time it is, it's now. It's now. It's always now. When is it never not now? Wouldn't care what the clock said. It's still now. Right now. And sometimes to keep your mind focused on the now is what you need to do in order to get through. Because life could be going so fast for somebody, closing out cycles, beginning something new, trying to figure out the new you, letting go of the old you, hopeful for the future you. All of those things happening at the same time, you could lose sight of you. So when you sit in the now and say, okay, what does this moment require from me? What do I need to do in this moment? For somebody, it's practicing those things, right? Like whether it's the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 method, 5 things that you hear and 4 things that you see and 3 things that you smell and so on and so forth. I don't remember all of them, but it's just a tactic to calm yourself down. If a person has anxiety attacks and you get that sense of overwhelming where you just can't deal, then it's another way to help you comfort yourself and soothe yourself, beloved. Yeah, listen to the wisdom of your intuition. Listen to your body. What is it telling you? You might need to release other people's emotion. Do you do that strategy with your students, your sisters? Something about that. But you do that with your students. Wow, sis, that's beautiful. Ask yourself, is this emotion mine? Does the emotion even belong to you? Could it be relative to another person that is kind of focused on you? Maybe it was somebody that you had an attachment to and you still hold on to that energy. You have not transmuted it. You have not released it, right? So that is a process. See, identify your emotional triggers. What is it that's triggering you? It could be a combination of things, a culmination of events that are still held within the body that's interrupting the system. And one of the first things that are going to go is the central nervous system. It's overloaded with data that you have not transmuted. And the things that we tell ourselves, the body does not know that it's not the now, beloved. You're saying it now. You're feeling it now. The body is experiencing it now. And what you don't deal with deals with you. So if you do need to go speak to somebody, a therapist or something like that, then that is an act of self-love for you. Release other people's emotions. Ask yourself, is this emotion mine? Exhale uncomfortable feelings that are not yours so that they don't linger in the body. Inhale light and space. See, it's lingering in somebody's body. And look at the hands, again, over the heart. What is affecting the heart? And if you are magnetizing your heart's desires right here, this card, then you're going to magnetize what's in the heart, the energy of the heart. You may want something, but the energy that you're emitting is not calling that. It's calling in more things for you to face and deal with that. To push you so far to your limit until you say, you know what? I have to stop and deal with it. I cannot continue in this. I cannot persist in this. Right? If I continue down this road, then it will be broken beyond repair, beloved, and nobody wants to get there. You just went to the doctor for chest pain today. Oh, wow. I'm so glad you're here for the message. Hey, Kimberly. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. See, that forgive yourself again is coming through. So that's for somebody. And again, identify those emotional triggers. What's triggering you? What is it? We got to get this card. It's down here. It's one of the first ones that came out. It says self-love. Show me how to love myself. Show me how to take care of the inner child. And we see these two cards coming out to affirm inner child work, childhood trauma, and soul recovery. Getting to the point where you have to deal with these things in order to heal self. Show me how to love myself, right? Show me how to take care of the inner child. Show me how to be kind within. When you step into self-forgiveness, so much can change on the outside. You change your outside by dealing with the inside. Do not become a hostage to the past by berating yourself for your choices. Make amends. Forgive your own shortcomings and keep moving toward a beautiful future. So in this now for somebody is stopping the sensory overload. It is practicing self-soothing through self-forgiveness and learning how to listen to the intuition, the wisdom of your body. When you know that you are absorbing other people's energy and it's negative, it's toxic, then you understand you can put in a boundary with these people or that person, whoever it is given indiscriminate. It doesn't matter, right, beloved? Whoever it is, whether it's parent, whether it's sibling, whether it is children, whether it's friends, whatever it is, whoever it is an act of self-love to separate yourself from it. Identify your emotional triggers. We absorb the emotions of others. See? Releasing other people's emotions. We absorb the emotions of others that remain unhealed within ourselves. So notice your triggers such as anger, fear. I'm getting anxiety for somebody. Sensory overload. It could lead somebody to overthink and to negative think. I'm getting tame negative thinking. Gently begin to heal them, to heal yourself. And focus on gratitude in the now. Grateful for the fact that the body responds to you. Thank you so much for joining us here for the Rising Message of the Tears of Tarot Show. Today is a great day. It really is. It's a great day to enter into soul recovery, to stay on the journey. It is the journey that's less traveled. It is the road less traveled because a lot of people would rather focus outward and bring in other things to heal relationships. And therefore, they stay in this karmic ass energy, right? Jezebel entity sold they soul to the devil. Feeling like this energy right here could be the saving grace when it's really just not it, because the Most High God lives within. That relationship is intimate. And some people distort that, right? Definitely a karmic individual beating something. Somebody could be domestically violent. I'm picking that up. This masculine, whoever this person is, they a boss, but at the same time, they broken beyond repair. And they are missing the energy of someone like you who is balanced, right? They are collapsing without your energy. But hopefully they will find some true nourishment, because what they're getting is just not getting it. It's not in a book. It's within yourself, beloved. And you cannot have children to save a relationship. And that could be something that somebody's finding out. Like, I only did this to keep you next to me. Or they might be telling this person, I only stayed with you because you had a baby or we had a baby. That's never good. You talking about pissing somebody off quick? Thank you guys so much for tapping in. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Rico. I appreciate you. Yeah. Wish granted. Deal with the wounds, right? Even, you being in the spirit and taking the road less traveled, that means that you are dealing with yourself. You are working within yourself to heal yourself. We are not, individuals that are separate from the trials of life. If anything, if you come to be a guide, a teacher, then you experience a lot and you experience it early. You understand what it feels like. You have empathy. And those broken situations, those hardships could lead you to choose things that are just not necessarily good for you. But it teaches you how to care for you and others too. Yeah, remember everything in timing. Everything is timing. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Release the inner tension. That's what Spirit wants us to do. And explore the hidden you, revealing yourself to you, moving into fluidity. Don't be rigid. The ability to transform your relationships, but think before you speak, beloved. Speak with grace. Instead, clear and concise communication, and allow yourself to be supported. Right? Again, when you are in this energy, earth angel energy, and you are traveling the road less traveled, you could be going by yourself for a long time. But you will run into others. You will run into others. Some of them will be haters. Some of them are going to be opposition. But you will run into your community. You will run into those who will help, those who will listen. I do feel therapy and doing the work. So I feel like somebody may need to have some sessions, and that's okay. It's an act of self-love. It really, really is. Which one? This one? They said get grounded and stay grounded. Right? Many of the most evolved beings, a part of your evolution, right? Just regular folks here on earth, living with joy and dignity and courage. And it takes a lot of courage to deal with these issues. It really, really does. Get clarity. Let me trust my deepest instincts. Again, the intuition, the wisdom of your body in all ways, especially when matters are unclear. May my own holy intuition always guide the way. That's definitely an affirmation. Self-love, we read that. Of self-forgiveness, they said. Dig into that. Really push that down. That's the thing, right? And creativity. Honor your passions. Somebody is a spirit guide, right? 18. And whoever you speak to from a therapeutic standpoint could be a person that has been guided to help you spiritually, right? So if you need to seek a person to speak to, then beautiful. But for somebody, you're going to realize that that person is you. And through meditation, for somebody, you will find that you are your own guru. Right? You can cast beautiful spells over your reality and change it. And we do all the time, beloved. We are always casting reality spells. It's what you say, what you think, what you do, the actions that you take. So 43-7, it's all about strategy. You can be a victim or you can be a winner. And you are always the main character of your story, beloved. Always. So what are you calling over yourself? How do you define you? And remember that your past does not define you. Thank you guys again. I love you just like I love me, because that's my capacity. But it is growing and expanding on a daily. And I thank you so much for growing and expanding with me. I appreciate you, we. If you came through, thank you to you. If you stayed the whole way through, kudos to you, a special kudos. And for however long you could stay, I appreciate you for being here, Ashe. I really do, for those moments, that time that you spent. I pray that you got something and you took it with you, beloved. I love you just like I love the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the ending, the source of us living. It called us all to be the infinite intelligence, breathing. because the word lives. It's inside of you. We to the next now. This one's done. Ashe, beloved. Mwah.